My name is Isabel.
My name is Kyle.
My name is John.
My name is Kayla.
And today we are going to show a couple different activities and how you can maybe change them up to make them more interesting, more accessible to your environment and who you are and who's playing. And then also just keep them interesting and fun. We're going to go over an icebreaker. Its name is Picnic. We're also going to go over in transition activity. This helps pick what game you're going to play next, figure out who's going to go first, or it can even help pick teams. Its name is Dart Toss. We'll go over that in a minute. We're going to show you two main activities today. The two main activities we're going to show you today are named Ice Cream and Volcanoes. The next main activity we're going to show you today is named Horse, and its variation Pig. None of these games are super team oriented. However, they can all be adapted to be team oriented, especially Ice Cream and Volcanoes. These are focusing on getting people active, getting you engaged in what you're doing, and then also having fun. Those are our main objectives. Obviously, you always want to watch out, make sure everyone is playing fair and safe, and make sure no injuries happen while you're out there playing today. So first we're going to go over is the icebreaker.
So we're going to play an icebreaker called Picnic. It's a name game. So everyone's going to say their name and the item that they're bringing to the picnic. The item that they're bringing to the picnic needs to start with the first letter of their name. The next person who goes is going to say their name, the item that they're bringing to the picnic, and also the names and items that they're bringing to the picnic of the people who went before them. For example, my name is Isabel and I'm going to bring ice to the picnic.
My name is Kyle, and I'm going to bring ketchup to the picnic. Isabel is going to bring ice to the picnic.
My name is John, and I'm going to bring juice, and his name is Kyle, and he's going to bring ketchup, and her name is Isabel, and she's bringing ice cream. Ice.
My name is Kayla and I'm going to bring kiwis to the picnic. John will bring juice to the picnic. Kyle will bring ketchup to the picnic, and Isabel is bringing ice to the picnic.
Hi, I'm here to explain the dartboard game. It's a good game to transition between games and also a quick way to find out maybe you're arguing over what game you want to play. Like, I want to play Ice Cream and Volcanoes.
Hey, I want to play horse.
So like, what are we going to do? And then maybe you're leading an activity and you got multiple people within the group who are like, oh, let's start here. So yeah, usually a good way to do that is like, hey, let's step up and like choose. But another good way is to let's get everybody engaged. And so that's the dart game. So Matt wants to play horse. I want to play Ice Cream Volcanoes. We're going to try to figure out where we're going to start with the activity. So him and I are going to each compete throwing darts. So you can stand 5 feet, 10 feet, 3 feet, 20 feet away from the dartboard, depending on your skill level, how your age, you know. We're gonna stand probably about 5 feet away because I'm not that great at darts.
Hey, me either.
So I got that one in the white, and it's fairly close to the bullseye, but it's in the 6 range. So each one of these represents a number, from 1 ranging all the way up to 10 representing the bullseye. The individual who gets closest to the bullseye or the highest number is the individual who gets to choose the activity. So Matt now has to beat my 6. Almost, man. Okay. Ooh, 8. Thought I wasn't very good. Ooh, where did that? 9? Is that a 9 or an 8? That is right on the 9. Okay. Oh, and that is a great example of what can happen. And if another individual knocks over another individual's dart off the board, that counts. And also, if you knock your own off the board, that can also count. So now I win because I have a significant amount more points than my opponent, Matt. So we're going to play Ice Cream and Volcanoes now.
The next game we have is called Ice Cream and Volcanoes. You'll need a dozen of half cones, and this side will represent a volcano and flipped over will represent ice cream. You'll divide the cones up evenly between ice cream and volcanoes and spread them out over the court. The players will each be labeled ice cream or volcanoes. If your team is volcanoes, you're going to want to flip the cones over to the volcano side, and if you're ice cream, you'll want to flip the cones over to the ice cream side. When I say go, the participants will try to flip over as many cones as they can within the amount of time they're given. And when I say stop, the team that has the most amount of cones flipped over wins the game. All ready? Go. Okay, stop. So now we count the number of cones, and whoever has the most amount of cones flipped over to their side wins the game.
To play this game in a couple different variations, you could change up how the participants participate, such as walking backwards, hopping on one foot, or having to walk around on your knees. And then additionally, you can change up how you represent the start and end of the game by turning on and off the lights to represent start and stop, or by having a flag or something that you wave around to represent the start and stop of the game. So we're gonna show that.
Ready, set, go.
I'm going to explain the next variation of the dart game. And so we previously I explained how you can use the dart game to figure out what activity you want to do. So another fun way to play this game is maybe we're trying to figure out who goes first. Maybe you have a bunch of different people and you want to figure out who goes first. Well, this is a fun way to figure out the order in which everybody's going to go. So again, depending on your skill level, is depending on where you should throw from. If you got like a 5-year-old, maybe they could throw up there. If you have some dude who's a professional dart thrower, well, I'm not, maybe they can shoot from a fair distance back. I'm going to shoot from just a few feet because I'm not great at darts. Person one, I'm going to shoot, and I missed the board entirely, so that my chances of getting to go first are slim to none. Person two shoots. Person two, I just missed. So that individual probably doesn't have a good chance of going first either. Person three hit the board. So person three being the only person who even hit the board, now they go first, and person one and two would have to shoot again to determine who is going to who's going to go second and third. So we're going to grab more darts, and we're going to shoot. Person one and two, who I'm representing, would shoot again. Person one missed again. So person two landed, and person two is in the 6, so it's actually a little bit further away. So there's no, this dart actually looks a little bit further away from the board. However, it's in the white region for the 4. This one is in the 6 region. So this individual wins. So this individual would get to go first, this individual will get to go second, and then the individual who didn't even hit the board will go last.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and this is John, and we're going to show you how to play the basketball game horse. You'll need a basketball goal and a basketball, and for 5 spots to shoot from. At the first spot will be labeled H for the word horse, and each of the other 4 spots will represent the rest of the letters from the word horse. The first player will shoot from the first dot, and if he makes it, he will move on to the letter O, and this goes on all the way to the end of the word. If he misses the shot, then he stays at the same letter and continues to try until he makes the goal. So, John, do you want to shoot from letter H?
The game as well. You can have the shooter jumping on one leg while they're trying to shoot, or having them have to sit down while they're trying to shoot. You can also shorten the game to where they're playing pig instead of horse, so you only have 3 spots to shoot at. You can also add in more people and more equipment. Like if you wanted to play one-on-one, you could add in another person, and if someone were to shoot and make it, they would get to move on, whereas the other person who shot and maybe didn't make it, they would have to stay at the same letter until they got to move on. So John got to move on because he made it on P. And now she gets to move on because she shot and made it on P. The first one who gets to G and makes it to complete the letter P would win. John won.
Just like in the game we played before horse, each player will take a turn shooting the ball towards the goal. If the player makes the goal, they will move on to the next rock, but if they miss the basket, they will stay at the rock that they're on. All right, Mia, are you ready to play? First rock is Buzz Lightyear. Now you go to Snow White. Hi, my turn. You're doing so awesome. Now you get to move to the next rock.